I'm going to demonstrate how to create a new article on your Joomla-based website. An article in Joomla is basically the contents of your web page. I'm going to show you how to create a new article using this website, cocbn.com. We scroll down, we're on the About COCBN page. This content here that I'm highlighting is the article content. It's mainly the primary contents of any Joomla web page. I'm going to go to the administrator login for Joomla. Type in your username, password, enter. Now we are in our control panel for the Joomla administrator. To create a new article, we first should set up categories. And to do that, we're going to go to our content menu item, drop down to category manager and click add new category. Creating a category is not mandatory, but it's easier when you're trying to find various articles. So this category we're going to call Joomla Training. And that's all you need. You don't need to add anything else. You don't need to add a description. This is just to set up a category. I'm going to click Save and Close. Now we're going to go back to Content, Article Manager, Add New Article. And the first thing you do is to create a title. We'll call this New Article Instructions. Oops. The second thing you'll do is you'll select your category, which we just created. We'll scroll down to the end, select Joomla Training. The article will automatically be published. It will automatically be accessed by the public. We don't need to set permissions. Setting permissions allows you to designate certain pages or certain articles only be seen by certain levels of users, which we'll get into in another training program. Now you'll see in your form to create a new article, we have what's called a WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. Basically, you type your content into the editor, and we can expand the editor to give ourselves more room. And you have various icons from paragraph justification, fonts, images, copy and paste in several methods. If you are copying content from a Word document, you can click this icon, which will allow you to paste your Word document content into this window. That allows you to preserve your Word styling, your Word formatting. Another one is plain text. And there's just a lot of tools that you can use to bring in various aspects of content. So we're just going to type some basic information. This page demonstrates how to add web content to your Joomla website. And as you see, it has spell check built into it. And to save the article, you go up here and you click Save. Now you see there's various options. You have Save, which saves the article and keeps you in this page in case you need to do more editing. You have Save and Close, which will save your content and close the page to take you back to the main menu. You have Save and New, which closes this page, saves the content, closes this page, and gives you a blank form to create a new article. Then you have Save as Copy. So if you go into an existing article, you can actually save a copy of it rather than having to create a whole new article if the articles are in fact similar. So typically, I will initially click Save just so I can go back and see if there's any other changes I'd like to make. And so while we're here, I want to show you how to add an image. So I'm going to put the cursor at the beginning of the paragraph because that's where I want the image to show up. And when you scroll down, there's an image button below the editor. Now you see it opens up to our image gallery that's already there. And so you can either browse for an image on your computer, or you can select an image that's already there. I'm just going to go ahead and select the COCBN logo. And I always put in a image description and an image title because it helps with accessibility. I'm just going to type COCBN. You don't have to. Now, one thing that people typically forget to do when they're setting up, when they're uploading an image, is to set the align, in this case to left, because we want the image to be on the left side of the paragraph. What that does is that it allows the text to wrap around the image. If you don't set align left, the text will automatically be bumped down to the down to the bottom of the image. Left allows it to wrap around, and so we're going to click insert, and now you see our image is to the left of our text, but the image is kind of big, so I'm going to click the image one time. You see these control points around the image. I'm going to grab this control point and just drag it until it's the size that I want. That's about right. Unclick it, go back up and hit save again. I typically like to save in between each operation. You don't have to, but it's just a safer thing to do. In case something happens, you lose your internet connection, you don't want to have to go and recreate your entire page. And so I'm going to add some additional content to this page just to fill it up. I'm going to actually just I'm going to copy paragraph, doesn't matter what it is in this case, it's just for demonstration purposes, off the actual page. I'm going to paste it. Okay, now you see how the text wraps around the image. Now I'm going to do a little bit of formatting. I'm going to take this first sentence and I'm going to turn it into a heading 3, which is not a very large heading, but it makes it more bold than the rest of the paragraph. I'm going to hit save. And I think I am done with this for now. So now I'm going to go ahead and close. Now if you notice, close does not save the document, but we already hit save. So hitting save and then hitting close is essentially the same thing as hitting save and close. So since we already saved it, I'm just going to close it. And that is how you add a new article to a web page. In the next tutorial, we're going to show you how to add the article to a menu item so that it can actually show up on the website. At this point, we've created the article, but it has no home on the site. It's just in the Joomla database. Showing you how to create an actual menu item and attaching it to that article will allow the article to display on the page.